Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I will be doing my preview for the upcoming quarterfinal match between Fiji and England. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Nonetheless, let's get straight into this preview. So the quarterfinals of the London Sevens, it is already here, and Fiji, they are continuing their win streak that they did start last week into lose, winning all three of their games in the pool, and they will be hoping to continue that winning form and that streak throughout the quarterfinals, semi-final and the final alongside of it. Nonetheless, looking through at their previous three fixtures, first of all, they did end up playing Wales and they were able to beat them 38 points to 17. Then their next game was up against Spain, and Spain are looking pretty good at the moment in the sevens, but Fiji able to win it 29 points to 19. And then their last fixture was up against the USA and it was 26 points to 19. So just sneaking by up against the USA, but that meant that they did qualify top of Pool A, and that is exactly where they would have wanted to. And the good news is that Samoa also finishing top of their group, which does mean that these two sides could end up meeting in the final rather than in the quarters if one of them were first and one of them were second. But now looking through at England's previous fixtures, they were a part of Pool D and narrowly they were able to beat Scotland in their opening game 19 points to 17, and they were 17-0 down in their matchup, so very impressive to be able to come back. Then their next game was up against Japan. They were able to win it 38 points to 12. And then the final game, up against Samoa, they were defeated 26 points to 19. And for a majority of that match, it did seem like England were going to be able to get themselves the victory. But Samoa just strong enough at the end to be able to get themselves the victory. So now England up against the Fijians. It's going to be an entertaining game at Twickenham. So it is actually a home game for England, I guess you could say, in front of a large crowd. In England, it's going to be exciting. Now we will look through at the key players. We will be starting with Fiji, and three key players for the Fijians in this match. First name I am going with Viwa Nadavalo. He's been coming off the bench relatively often for the Fijians and always brings that little bit of extra energy near the end of the game, and it can be so important for the Fijians, definitely in playoff matches, because at the end of the day, you lose, you go home, which is the last thing that the Fijians will want after winning the gold last week. Then another name that I have got, it is Elia Tanakaivata, and I think he will be able to have a big game. He's a big unit, so he should be able to use that size to his advantage. And then the last name that I have got for the Fijians, I have gone with Joshua Vakunarabili, also a large individual. So I think he will be able to use that brute strength and also that offloading game to help the Fijians towards a possible victory. But nonetheless, now looking through at England for their key players, I have gone with Alex Davis, the captain, as one of my players. He has been playing pretty well in the last little while, and I think he will be able to at least assist one try throughout this game for the English. Then another name that I have got is Will Homer. He has been looking pretty solid as well, making a lot of tackles and also making a lot of running meters, which can be so important in a game up against Fiji. And then the last name that I have got for England, it is going to be Tom Bowen. So they've actually got quite a few experienced players scattered throughout their side here. But then alongside that, they've also got a few young players who could step up for this matchup as well. But nonetheless, now we're up to that stage of trying to predict a score for this game. For me, I think Fiji, even without that home field advantage, will be just a little bit too strong for the English in this game. So I am going to say Fiji do win this game, and I will say they win it by 14. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.